welcome back to Sierra TV. I'm Lorato, your usual host with the most. Welcome back to Basic Accounting for Business Leaders. I had taken a break last week, guys. I was a little bit exhausted. And what's happening now, obviously behind the scenes, we're busy trying to push the taxes for clients because it is end of year tax returns that we need to be pushing. So that's what's happening behind the scenes. As well as I have a small baby who doesn't sleep at night. Please give me some tips on how to sleep or make her sleep, because look at my eyes, gosh, I'm so tired. Yeah, but okay, today we're going to be discussing the cost of sales on the income statement. The last time that we actually posted about sales and other sales, or other income or income within the income statement. If you receive your financials, you open and you go to the income statement, which is normally the first part of the financial statements, besides the notes. The first part of the financial statements will be the income statements, and to show you your profitability after tax, so that you should be able to see that, right? So the other week I actually discussed the sales and other income. So now right after it will be what you call the cost of sales, right? What is the cost of sale? What does it mean? All right, a cost of sale is basically the cost at which you are selling. Remember, the sales, now the cost at which you are selling whatever that you're selling, your service or your products. Okay, that's where the cost of sales go. These are basically, that many costs go into the cost of sales, such as rental, such as labor, such as even your lights go into it. But this time, under cost of sales, what needs to go there is the costs directly involved, directly affecting the sales. Let me give you an example of what would be the cost of sale. For instance, if you're producing, gum, for instance, I don't know what goes into gum, but I know sugar goes into gum. So a direct cost of sale for gum would probably be sugar. Let's give you another example of what you could be selling. Let's say you're selling food, right? What could be your direct cost of sale? Direct cost of sales is going to be the food that you are actually buying. Yeah, that is the cost of sale that you are actually buying your goods at, right? So how I want to give an example. Like, say you're making a sale of let's say services. Let me give an example with myself. I'm selling accounting, for instance. What would be my cost of sale when I'm selling accounting? The cost of sale when I'm selling accounting would be the labor that actually goes in and the time that actually goes in for us to do the work, right? So it is a discussion that's normally quite broad within a, it's not that straightforward. There are some instances where the cost of sale is not necessarily the labor that goes in or the salaries that actually go in to the to the sale that you are actually making, because it really depends. Like, for instance, if you are producing wood, for instance, what goes into the wood is going to be the cost of the wood, the furnishing, the cutting of the wood, just that cost. That will be directly what affects the sale of that. So those will be the direct costs that actually go under the cost of sale, right? When you actually, how much does it cost for me to make that sale? That's exactly what it means. All right, so with that one, with the labor, it's quite it's arguable. You can actually just say no, but maybe not, but it is actually dependent on the type of service or product you are selling. Then those are the type of costs that will go as direct costs towards the sale of whatever that you are selling. All right, so that will be basically it under cost of sales. So then if you're in there, then you should be able to ask your accountant, okay, so these are my cost of sales. Oh, okay. So what is the difference between sales and your cost of sales? It's actually going to give you what you call a gross profit, right? Now, with gross profit, you are actually able to see what you call, or calculate what you call, your margins. So with that, your accountant should be able to also tell you how your margins are looking. What are the margins? The margins are the sale that you actually made over the cost that you actually incurred when you bought the service or bought the product for you to sell. Now for you to sell, at what sales price did you make over the cost? Those are the margins. So now you are able to see the percentage or the ratios at which you are actually selling at, and you are able to say, maybe my margins are quite low or my margins are quite high, whichever one it is. So but you should be able to see that after you've actually seen your cost of sales, which will also give you a gross profit, right? So that's where you are able to now have a discussion with your accountant, and actually now can we just directly, can you please break, this is now you asking your accountant, can you kind of just break down this cost of sale for me? Can I just see the stock or the costs that are involved in here? What did you put in here? And he or she should be able to break it down for you. But okay, we've put in, let's say you are selling plants or whatever, they should be able to say, okay, no, we've put in the manure, we've put in the cost of the plants that you actually bought, or whatever that the labor that had gone in taking care of those plants, or whatever, the fertilizers, whatever that has been there, that will be in there, and you should be able to see, okay, these things actually cost me this much monthly. Are my margins okay when I'm actually selling my plants or my products at this particular price? Then you're able to see and discuss with your accountant, this is what we're here for. We need to be able to say to you, well, now that you can see that your margins are low or your margins are high, what can we do to improve and be better and sell better and actually make better gross profits over the costs, basically the sales over the direct costs involved. All right, so that's what I wanted to discuss today. I hope it's clear. Please ask me any questions if you would actually want to understand better on how this works. We are available to help you with your financial statements as well as the taxes that are involved, whatever that you need help with. But this is what we're here for. We're just trying to, as well, now teach you how to interpret your financial statements as a leader, and when your accountant actually gives you the financial statements, and you need to also understand, at least have a basic understanding of how these work and what is involved in them, and why they're presented that way, and what are they presenting to you. All right, so this is it for now. Just a disclaimer, remember that this information is just so basic. It's not meant for you to go try and do the books yourself. No, this is strictly just for you to understand what the accountants are doing and the questions to ask them, and for you to also just understand basically what goes in to your production, or your production as a service, or production as a product, whatever that goes in. What are your accountants doing, and what are they saying when you are actually running a business? That's basically what we're doing, and I would like to advise that as you are running your business, please understand your costs, understand everything, get an accountant for yourself, because there's no point running a business and you're not running it profitably. All right, okay, bye for now, and I wish you all the best in everything that you do.